Okay, so here's some information about the second and final assessment for the Marketing a Business module, and of course it's worth 50%. Okay, first I've had a few questions saying, what's a portfolio? Tell the truth is, really, sometimes when you say an essay or a report, when you write a report, people ties them into structure and table of contents. I'm not looking for that. Likewise, I'm not looking for an essay. It could have been an essay. I just meant it was more something you could put in diagrams and images and pictures, etc. I put here freestyle. It give you more options in this. So if you wanted to put in, say, a YouTube link, which actually you can't really do because it's going into Moodle, or images, or even cut and paste from another source, yeah, that's fine. So it's just really just a word, don't get too hung up on it. Now, obviously we've got 4 separate headings for it, so there's going to be a product, price, promotion and place. And you'll note here I've gone a wee bit mad with the text fonts here, been experimenting with them. So, product, so a must-see: product, price, promotion, place. Put it in any order you like, there's no set rules. Now, what you have to do is, it's 4 different companies, right? So rather than give you, give me the report in one company, tell me how they do their marketing mix, what you tend to find is you're probably strong in 2 of the elements, but some of the others are a bit, dull and a bit, they don't apply as well, so you struggle to write about them. So what I thought to do here is 4 different companies. So product could be about, say, Coca-Cola up here. Price could be about Hyundai. You get the idea. So preferably UK based, so that I know about them, but because it will give you more scope that way. It's better for UK examples, but I'm not going to tie you. If you think you can get a better example from another country, yeah, go for that. Now, choose the company to fit the example. Don't just say, I'll do Apple, right? This is a mistake a lot of students do. They pick the company and think, right, I'll write about product for them. Turn it around. During your studies, when you've been looking at the books and all the stuff on YouTube, what examples have struck you? You think, yeah, that's a good one to pick from here. So go for the example and then apply it to the company. That's the advice I would give, because sometimes you pick a company, you say, oh, Marks and Spencer's, because we all know about them, but then when you come to something, say, distribution, it might become a bit difficult to write about that. Now, so the aim of this is about telling me your academic knowledge of marketing mix. What I don't want is for you to describe about the company. I'm not interested. A weak answer would just tell me, they would describe something. What I need here is, it's got to link theory with practice. What you're trying to show me here is that we're not talking rubbish. You're actually saying, look, there's this example, that ties up, this is what it says in the book, it proves it right, they're doing these things. Okay, doing it right, doing it wrong. So 4 different companies, and it's all about the examples, the relevant examples first. So, answering each question, so within each product, price, promotion, place, I'd like you to do this. Begin with an academic I can't even say that. Academic definition of the mix element. So, example, if you're talking about product, then define from product. Now, ideally, I'd like you to give me different marketing textbook sources, but with that vital source thing is no longer in operation, which is a problem. So, if it's Dib Simpkin, fair enough, or any other book. Try not to go for online dictionaries. I really don't like them, but I do appreciate we're not living in normal times, so that's what you have to do. That's it. So I want an academic definition, right? I want it referenced. Then you've got to tell me, if we're talking about product, what are the components of product? Now, this can be a list, it can be a diagram, you don't have to explain them all. What you're saying is, look, these are all the things that come within the product element or the price element or promotion, etc. And they're just standard. This is important now. Highlight how your chosen company has utilised this, right? So tell me in what way, if it's, I've got an example here with Irn-Bru and the packaging, the label, and then in fact, what would this be? Promotion? Because it's so many different things. So you're going to highlight this, and this is because it's example led, backed up with the theory. Now, this is a critical part here is um, because this is a level 8 module. I need you to evaluate how successful or unsuccessful they have been in doing this. So, what have they got right? What have they got wrong? Don't just say, they did this and it was a fantastic success. Maybe maybe it was a qualified success. Maybe it's something they had to change a bit, tweak it later on. And it could be, I'm interested, what have other people said about this? Is there anyone writing about this? Has anyone said anything about this on various podcasts or YouTube channels? What did the magazine say? Does any of the books say? Obviously, books won't be a strong point here because we're looking for them to be as up to date as possible. But just to say, and even in your own words, has this been a success? Because with this first year module we would just describe, but second year we're asking more, well, what do you think? Evaluate what was good, what was bad within this. So it's research led, right? You've got to research this, you've got to dig deep. Don't just expect to open a book and get an answer. You might find some of the things in my notes, but I'd be amazed if that happened. So look for things, and you need to read. So that's all the online sources. There's a lot of, we didn't really get to use Twitter as much as I'd like to because of various things. But, look for that. There's always plenty of examples. People in Marketing Week, there's a guy, Mark Ritson. I always like his writing. So what does he say about something? That would be a good source on this. In fact, off the top of my head, I remember he was writing about something called Peloton, this exercise thing. Anyway, but the idea, so you can look for that. So research led above all things. So to be perfectly honest, the academic definition, that's easy. Outlining the various components, that's easy. Highlighting, tell me examples of how, within this you could pick on branding or packaging. You're not going to write about everything, but it's the most obvious ones. It could be, look at this Irn-Bru one here. In fact, I shouldn't say much because I think Irn-Bru would be a great source for so many things here. And it's your view, how successful or unsuccessful, what your point is here. I was going to use the word critique, but I thought, no, that's maybe going a bit too far. So evaluate, your input, whether you think good, bad, I'd be interested to know this, okay? Oh yeah, so just to make it clear, this bit here, that's where the real marks will come from, okay? So, now I've got the word count here is 2,500. We always get people, and asking, oh, how many words? Now, to be perfectly honest, 2,500 divided by 4 is not really much words. 600, 650 or something like that. That's the minimum. I really don't think you could answer this question well with just 2,000 words. If you want to go up to 3,000 words, I'm happy, right? I don't get through counting everything, but obviously I don't want to be reading 5,000 words or 4,000 words. That's that's a bit of an abuse. But don't get hung up in this. If you're going a bit above it, I'm not going to. What am I going to say? Oh, too many words. I'd rather you put the effort in than come in with 2,000 or even less. In fact, to be perfectly honest, I like answers that come in at maybe 2,000 or 1,500 words because I know they're not going to pass, and I don't need to spend a lot of time working on them. It's a bit flipping there, but so don't worry about the word count. If I saw 4,000, I'd be worried. 3,500, maybe that could be a push there. And that's not counting, references at the end, the list. It's just your main text here. So use diagrams, which did I mention that somewhere? Oh yeah, I mentioned that here. So use diagrams and images which can make it more appropriate. Don't try to describe everything, because remember, you're not getting them. Look, I can see what you put in there for a diagram. It's how you work upon it. Right. Now I'll put a date here, Monday the 10th of August, 5 p.m. Now I put that date because that's the date I come back. I'm going to be on holiday for the next 3 weeks. Okay, and I'll be putting stuff on the site. But if you get a problem with that, just let me know. Let me know, and I'll give you extra time. The thing is, I've got to get this marked. I've got to get it second marked. I've got to get a sample to the external who looks at it. So that that's why we've got to build in the time. But certainly, if I'm not going to ask. Technically, I should be penalising you, but really we've got enough problems with this module as it is. I'm just here to try and be fair. So you've got an issue, let me know, right? So if you can make it by the 10th of August, that would be great. Now, you have to submit it to Moodle, so there'll be a page set up there. I'll put that in my to-do list. What I would encourage you to do is to submit it as often as possible before this. Now, it's about plagiarism and all this sort of things here, and referencing. So, there's a referencing quiz on Moodle. Try that, it's very basic. I can't remember if there's a question I have to change because I didn't get the answer right, but I think I have amended it. So, there's a referencing quiz there. Now remember, there's 10 marks for referencing in grammar. This is just giving me flexibility. I think it's 22.5 marks for each product. You know, so, and remember, I'm stressing this again, the definition, the description of the product components, etc., highlighting, that's probably half of those 22. The real marks come in this, what we're not calling a critique. You know, what's good, what's bad, what do you think? You know, in fact, even if it's something you have, say it's a sales promotion, you've responded to, you've got a better insight in that. So there's a referencing quiz there, and what you should be doing is this, you know, when you submit it in, there's a similarity score, and people always ask, why are you still employed at UWS? I can't believe it. But the question they ask after that is, how low should it be? Well, there is no set figure, because you can have something that's at 20%, and I look at it, and it's quite clear it's not plagiarism, it's just weak referencing. Now, I'm not in, you know, weak referencing, fine. It's the plagiarism thing that's important to me, right? So I could look at that and think, oh, that's a high similarity count, 25%, 20%, but I look at it, not an issue. However, I could look at something that is, say, might only be 5 or 6%, but it's clear it's a big chunk of information that you have not acknowledged the source of. That's what you should be looking for. So if you see a big chunk and you think, where's the reference for that? Tidy it up. That's what you're looking to remove, right? And you can submit it as many times as you like. Now, I think what happens is the first time you do it, it might take 48 hours. Sometimes when the system's under pressure, it takes longer, but so don't just think it comes immediately. Maybe it will. I'm not too familiar with it, but it gives you more time so that when you submit it for the final time, you know exactly that it's fine, okay? Of course, again, I'd stress here, supposing on the 10th of August at 5 PM, you put it in, first submission, it comes back a high number, work on it, okay? Just let me know you're going to change it, that's fine. So, lowest, yeah, I've obviously stopped writing here. Big difference between, you know, weak referencing and plagiarism. So that blah 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 goes in there. Okay, so don't worry about it. You know, referencing, I'm a scale of 1 to 10. I'm the lower end of worrying about that. But plagiarism is not on. So the 10 marks for referencing and grammar, that gives me a bit of freedom. You know, it's just sort of round things up, round things down here. Now, originally, what I was going to do was I wanted to give you marks for presentation, images and diagrams and YouTube links, because some of you did them when you submitted the advertising work, but you know, the example there, and I could go to YouTube, you gave me links to YouTube and I could see the advert and it was fantastic. Maybe you could put a, you know, you can't, YouTube links don't work in Moodle, but you could maybe just put a screenshot of it and it reminded me of these things, so just jazz it up. I might be able to find a few marks that way if it looks visual for me, okay? And that's about it really. The thing is don't worry about this at all. You have all done fantastically well in the multiple choice count, so well I'm going to have to change it for next year, because normally I'm doing inverted commas when my full-time students do this, they sort of run through it, they don't spend as much time and they don't get as high marks. You guys spent a lot longer, you did the quizzes, and the figures they're high, not embarrassingly high, but they're high, and I say, well, you've worked for it, so you deserve it. So I might be trying to, maybe I'm out for revenge in this one, I'll try and drag you down, but honestly I can't do that. I'm impressed with what you've done so far. So this is the final hurdle. Let's get through this. It goes without saying, guys, that I would, if I'm doing this again next year, if I'm still employed, I would totally change it, because the challenges of the system, which still really annoy me, once I've got to convert this voice over to video, and it takes about 2 hours to do it, then I got it on the YouTube, and then it takes another half hour, then putting it back on. I know the layout's all over the place, I'll put my hands up for that, but I'm getting there. And I've lost the train of thought of what I was saying. What was I saying? Can anyone remember me? Remind me? Rambling. Yeah, well, whatever it was, I'm sure it was profound and deeply moving and highly intellectual at the same time. No, I'm still trying to think. No, it's gone anyway. But that's, I'm sure you'll, if you've got an email, remind me and say, what the hell were you talking about? I'll read it. But remember, it has to be the UWS email, the Google stuff, the, whatever it's called, SPE. Very rarely look at that. Okay, guys, so although I'm on holiday, I can still drop into my emails. May not be quick at replying, but I will reply. If you've got any quick questions, I'll do it for you. Okay, so thanks for listening and all the best.